T-Coy 216 3.0 back with part 2 of psychology, essential thinkers and how they inform our world. I posted a video earlier and I'm going to finish it with this one. Finishing the definitions, I did structuralism and functionalism, and now I'm going to do psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysis, more than any other school of thought, emphasizes the unconscious mind, sometimes called the subconscious mind. Although the latter term is no longer scientifically acceptable, the purpose of psychoanalysis, the classic process that involves a patient's meeting routinely with a psychoanalyst, often while clinically reclining on a couch and talking freely with the analyst, but without making eye contact, is to bring the patient's unconscious thoughts and feelings into conscious understanding so that the patient can gain insight in how these thoughts and feelings have affected his or her actions. Psychoanalysis explores how urges, desires, attitudes, and the old wounds that we don't acknowledge, often even to ourselves, drive our personalities and more fundamental patterns of behavior. Truthfully, many of the urges that psychoanalysis is more concerned with can be seen as a very dark and psycho-driven. Psychoanalysis can be viewed as portraying us as somewhat animalistic in our desires and as driven strongly by lust, greed, and aggression. Psychoanalysis focuses not so much on relieving our immediate symptoms as on helping us gain clarity about past forces that have made us who we are, forces that are sometimes revealed in our dreams and even in the errors we make when we speak or write. Free association, responding with the unconscious thoughts and feelings. As a therapeutic tool, free association, responding with very first thing that comes to mind when we hear a certain word, can also illuminate our unconscious thoughts and feelings. As a therapeutic tool, psychoanalysis has grown less popular over the years, eclipsed by other techniques such as cognitive behavioral therapy that focus more on here and now. But psychoanalysis' vast influence remains not just in the particularly pretty chaste lungs that universally symbolize mental health treatment, but also in the very real idea that even things we're not immediately aware of can affect our behavior in profound ways, and that we carry with us the scars and emotions of our childhood relationships. All right, so number 2, I have behaviorism. When you think of behaviorism, you may picture rats in mazes or even the notorious Skinner box. If so, you're on the right track. Behaviorists believe that how we act is almost exclusively influenced by how we are conditioned in our worlds. Our behavior is overwhelmingly a response to stimuli we encounter in our environment. Adherents of this school serves to reinforce. Adherents of this school would also say that every experience we have, by either rewarding us or punishing us, serves to reinforce a certain behavior in the future. And sometimes the reward of, especially the punishment, comes about so automatically and we don't even realize it or can't control it. For example, imagine how you flinch when you see someone bring a pin near a balloon. You've been startled by the loud popping noise in the past and your body has taught you to brace for it. Behaviorism also brought forth a new emphasis on quantitative measurement. Unlike some of the more subjective schools of thought that came before, behaviorism has been far more interested in quantifying or yes, quantifying that it conceptualizing that in conceptualizing a typical behaviorist experiment has a lot in common with an experiment in physics or chemistry. It focuses on observational actions and reactions, and it looks to measure them in mathematical and systematic ways. For behaviorists, the path to understanding is not introspectum or interpretation. Behaviorism, to its credit, helped usher psychology onto the world of the hard sciences and empirical validation. Thank you everyone for following me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. And as always, take care of yourselves. TCOY 216 3.0 out. Peace.